What's up, everybody? My original plan for my next full video was to share some Christmas gifts, but each of my friends did let me know. There's two particular friends I want to share what they sent me, but each of them did let me know that there is another item on the way, so I'm going to wait for each of those items to come in before I share them. So I'm just going to share some random figures that I have just added to my collection. Now, I did previously order the common pop of Dream from the Sandman, and you see that I got the common figure, and then I did go for the New York Comic Con fall exclusive, which I really like this one. You know, it has the sand flowing around him. I really like the detail with that, but I just couldn't get that chase out of my mind. I really wanted the chase of Dream as well, so I did order this directly here on the second market because I really wanted him with this mask on. I think it looks so cool. Really like the look of that. And the seller was nice enough to send it in a pop protector, which I am going to leave it in, but very happy to have this in my collection now. I'm not sure if I'm going to actually keep the common figure here. I think the common is just a little bit on the boring side, and yeah, the body sculpt is the same there. He's just holding his bag of sand there. So yeah, I'm not really sure if I'm going to hang on to the comic because I think the New York Comic Con, fall convention exclusive is so much cooler looking, and him with his mask, these two here, these definitely are cool enough for me. And as far as the supporting characters are concerned, I really don't think I'm going to worry about getting any of those for my collection. Although I do like the look of them. I mean, they're very fitting for the characters, good representations of them. Just don't feel like I need them for my collection. So yeah, really happy to have these two together here. And like I said, might just find another home for this version of Dream. I will be unboxing the rest of the pops that I'm going to share in this video. I had two pre-orders come in today from Entertainment Earth, although these are not Entertainment Earth exclusives. So we have here the Robot Chicken Pop, and this one feels like it was revealed and then released very quickly. That's been happening a lot with Funko recently, and I'm not mad at that at all. So I was a fan of Robot Chicken. I feel like there's a lot of it that I missed, though, because I kind of watched it here and there. At one point, I did actually own some of the seasons on DVD, but I didn't really stick with it like to watch it regularly. So like I said, I'm sure there's a lot that I missed and maybe I could go back and check out sometime, but it is a pretty funny series, stop motion animation. I think they did a great job with it. I know that Seth Green was a creator behind it, and he did a lot of voices on it. I think the series isn't running anymore. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong about that, but yeah, it was pretty funny though, especially when they would do like parodies based around superhero characters. So really did enjoy that. And I will actually get this out of the box, take a closer look, even though I think you can see it pretty well within the box. But yeah, I've been looking forward to receiving this figure, even though, like I said, it was just recently revealed and then, suddenly released. And then the other figure here, this is the same deal with this one. It was revealed not that long ago, and then it became available pretty quickly. So we have here the Hulkbuster with Iron Man, and this is a Bitty Bot. So Funko actually did 3 of these. This is something new with them. They also did one for Voltron, and then I think they did Soundwave from Transformers, but this is the only one that I wanted. I've been very curious about if it actually makes sense the way that the Iron Man sits inside of the Hulkbuster, or is this kind of a gimmicky type thing? So I'll kind of decide more about that when I actually unbox this item. And I am noticing, I think the Iron Man is actually the one of him lifting off. Not really sure how I feel about that, but I'll take a closer look at it in a moment here. It's still cool regardless. Yeah, this is actually the one. I don't think I noticed that before. It's the one of Iron Man actually lifting off there. Not sure if they should have gone with that one necessarily. I mean, in a way he can, I guess, lift himself out of the Hulkbuster, but yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Yeah, Bitty Pop exclusive included. There it says. And definitely let me know what you think about the Bitty Bots, and do you want to see them do any more of these? This is the only one I went for, and I do have the original Hulkbuster, and then I have they did one with the Hulk actually busting out of the Hulkbuster armor. I think that's probably an original idea that they had for Avengers Infinity War, and then they went another direction with it, but Funko had already worked on the pop, so it got released. I think that was the case. And I know they did that Blacklight Hulkbuster recently. I decided not to go for that one, even though I did see it in store, but I was like, I don't really need that for my collection. So yeah, got this new Hulkbuster. I've been looking forward to, like I said, taking a closer look, and I will do that in a moment here. And also, I've had this sitting for a couple of days. I've just been waiting for the time to record and share this. So this is, I think, the last Marvel Collector Corps box. We have the one here based on Captain America Brave New World. if this is actually the last box, I think it is a good one for the Marvel Collector Core to go out on. The previous one, I was very lukewarm on that one. I think this one is much cooler. I do know the contents of this already, but I've been looking forward to taking a closer look at them. And I'm gonna kind of miss the Marvel Collector Core. I think it always had value to it. Not always the most amazing figures, and there were some boxes that were very underwhelming. But I thought the value was there, like I said, and it did help me add to my Marvel collection. So, yeah, I will miss it some, but I do understand if it wasn't making enough money, to move on from it. And maybe they will still do Marvel boxes here and there. But let's go ahead and get the contents out of this box. So the card there, of course, is not advertising anything. That's very ominous to see, actually, because usually it would show the next box on the back. So, yeah, it being all black, that definitely lets you know it's over at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and sit that to the side. We have a sticker in here, okay, representing this Captain America, Sam Wilson, of course. We have a pin, the Red Hulk pin, which I definitely do like that there. That's pretty cool. We got the t-shirt, of course. They always give, a t-shirt. This is one of the things I always liked about these boxes here. And this is a pretty cool t-shirt. I'm going to go ahead and get this out. Yeah, so here is a better look at the shirt. I definitely will be rocking this very soon. Of course, we got there Captain America himself, Sam Wilson, Captain America. We got the Red Hulk there. And we got the new Falcon as well, which, if people didn't watch the series, Captain America and the Winter Soldier, then they missed out on being introduced to the new Falcon. I'm sure they'll set him up in the movie as well, but that series is actually really good. It's worth checking out if you never did watch it. And there are a couple of the Disney Plus Marvel series that are actually really good. I like the Hawkeye one a lot as well. And of course, a lot of people watch WandaVision, but beyond that, some people didn't really give those series a chance, but some of them are pretty good though. But yeah, I definitely will be rocking this shirt. And it's funny to me when I wear shirts like this out in public, sometimes as Funko collectors, I think a lot of people assume that a lot of people know about Funko, but there are some people that really don't know much about them. So sometimes when I wear these shirts out in public, they really catch people's attention and they're like, where did you get that from? They really don't know much about these. So yeah, I really do like wearing these shirts, of course. And who knows, I might even rock that one to go see the movie, which I really hope the movie turns out to be pretty awesome. It looks like it's going to be good. Let's get the pops out of here. I've really been looking forward to these. And I think that the pops that they have in this box are better than the common figures that I've been seeing based on this movie. Yeah, so we got the Captain America here, and he's actually rocking the helmet, which is pretty cool. That's something that's new for him. And he's in a flying pose as well. So like I said, I think this looks cooler than the common figures I've seen of him. We got the Red Hulk as well, and I've really been looking forward to receiving this. This is very cool. And of course, he is doing the, is that called the thunderclap there when he brings his hands together like that? I think that's the name of that move. Let me know if I'm wrong on that. But yeah, very much have been looking forward to receiving this. And again, I think this is cooler than the common figure. Would be nice if he was a 6-inch figure, but I don't know if they ever did 6-inch figures with Marvel Collector Core. I can't really recall. Actually, I think they did the Gray Hulk. I think that was in the Marvel Collector Core. Maybe that's one of the 6-inch figures they did, but I don't think it's something that they did very much with the boxes. But yeah, this is pretty awesome here. It's so funny when I look at this figure, I can just hear that opening theme song to Robot Chicken in my head because, in the intro, they're actually creating the Robot Chicken itself. So yeah, I just watched enough. I watched enough of it to where that theme really did stick in my head. Even though it's just music, I don't believe there's lyrics to it. I think it has a couple of lines thrown into it. But yeah, this is very cool looking, very accurate to the Robot Chicken from the series. Very nice detailing too, with the way that they did the feathers here and everything in the actual robot detailing. I really like this figure. This is a figure I wouldn't mind actually keeping this out of box, just to see the good detail with it. I'm not really sure where it's going to fit into my collection. I may have to put together some of my random figures on a particular area of my collection and just do it that way, because I am in the process of doing some reorganizing with my collection, so I will figure that out. Maybe I'll just put this along with some random TV pops. But yeah, very happy with this particular figure. Definitely let me know if this is one that you plan to add to your own personal collection. And this one, the robot parts, they're not painted metallic, but I still like the look of it. I actually like sort of the rough look of the metal. So yeah, very happy with this figure. This is kind of a pleasant surprise that, Funko even did this one and that it released so quickly. Okay, so the Hulkbuster, when I took it out, they kind of had this top part propped up and then it just kind of came down once I took this out, which is fine. And you actually can kind of see the Iron Man in there. Not super well, but that's not really a big deal there. Of course, you know, bobblehead because it is Marvel. It's a pretty sturdy figure, and it actually came on a base. I didn't realize this was already going to be on a base as well. I didn't like put it on this base. It's actually already on it, which I'm fine with, you know, to help it stand well, of course. And let's open this back up and take a look at the Bitty Pop in there. So it does right now have this plastic around it. Let me take that out. It should be fine without it, I'm assuming. But let's see here, though, if it actually sits well without that. Oh, he got spun around somehow real quick. So yeah, he does have a base. Let me show you real quick. He is on a base like the Bitty Pops, you know, some of the Bitty Pops are. So that should help him sit here well. I don't know. Well, it's not lining up super well. Well, it's just a little bit loose, I guess. But I mean, if it's just sitting, it should be fine. And when it's just sitting there, you don't necessarily see the launch effect too much there. But I still don't know if I like the idea of, you know, them using this particular design for Iron Man in here. So it's all right. It's nothing amazing. You know, I have kind of mixed feelings on it. I think it's all right overall. I definitely like the original Hulkbuster more than this particular one. And I feel like they did an updated version of the Hulkbuster at one point as well. And I think I have that in my collection also. I think I'm remembering that correctly. But, you know, and I'm sure somebody will let me know if I'm wrong on that. But I feel like there's a, you know, the original Hulkbuster, then eventually they did come along with a different one. Yeah, but this is it's cool overall. It's like I said, nothing amazing, but it's all right there. Of course, they do have the box as well if you want to actually take the Bitty Pop out and display that separately. In fact, let me do that real quick just to show you all. Okay, let's get this back out carefully here. And I don't have a lot of Bitty Pops in my collection. I see a lot of them at Five Below. You know, that's a pretty easy to find them there if you're interested in them. So you just put that up in the top, I mean the bottom of the box, excuse me. Yeah, so you can display it like that if you want to. And I might actually just do that for now. Just leave the Bitty Pop separate there from the Hulkbuster. Because like I said, you could barely see it. If this is closed, you know, unless you leave that open, you can barely see that there's a Bitty Pop even in there. But, you know, especially if you missed out on previous Hulkbusters, maybe this is one that you would want to go for. Then we have here, of course, the Sam Wilson Captain America with this very cool helmet on. I really like the look of that. You know, it really helps to separate, you know, him from the other Sam Wilson Captain America Pops, which I ended up getting the majority of those previous figures. You know, they did a good number of them for him, and I just like the look of them, so I really went with them, you know, based off of the series. And like I said, if you've never watched that series, I think it's worth checking out. It is pretty cool. So very happy with this action pose here. Yeah, that is pretty awesome. And then the Red Hulk actually stands a little bit taller than I thought it was going to. So yeah, it is actually a good size, and they can do that in a standard size box. They can make some pretty tall figures. One that always stands out in my mind is Cole Obsidian. When they did Cole Obsidian, you know, based off of Infinity War in Endgame, he was a pretty tall pop, even though he was in a standard size box. So they've done the same here with Red Hulk. I like that detail up close. You see like the veins there on the side of his eyes there, just really helping to show that anger. And then again, like I said, he's doing the, I think it's the Thunderclap. I think that's the name of the move. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so really looking forward to seeing, you know, how much of Red Hulk there is in the movie. I don't imagine there would be a lot of him involved in the movie. As far as the common pops, the you know, are concerned, you know, there's been much talk about the leader and the look of the leader. I don't think you can really go based off of Funko Pop, you know, to say what the character is truly going to look like within the movie, you know, so I'll just kind of hold my judgment and wait to see, you know, how he turns out there. I don't think, I'm not really so worried about the look of the leader. I'm just more interested about how he plays out in terms of the story and if they're going to explain where he's been, because it's been a long time, you know, since we have seen that character, you know, in his human form. So very interested in the storyline of Captain America Brave New World. And I think it's going to be a big year for Marvel next year. I'm very much looking forward to this movie, very much looking forward to Thunderbolts. And, you know, there's some other things going on as well. So I'm looking forward to, you know, hopefully the MCU getting back on track. And let me know if you're excited for what's coming up with Marvel. They also have the final season of What If that's about to drop in, like, from the time of this recording. I think it's about 2 weeks or so. I'm looking forward to checking that out as well. But yeah, let me know if you're looking forward to what's going on with the MCU. And also let me know what you think about this haul here. What do you think about the figures that I have here? Did you go for this Dream Chase yourself? Are you a big enough fan of Sandman? Did you try to get this one in your collection, or what other chase, have you tried to add into your collection recently, or were able to secure for your collection recently. Yeah, I'm very happy with this haul here, though. Overall, thank you all so much for taking the time to check this out, and I will talk to you all again real soon.